which means I've done a half day of work and now I'm taking Obie on a walk. Yeah, it's a new week and it's the week of this potential half marathon now. The more and more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that I am going to do it. That I'm probably not going to be able to run it all, but I'm going to do my best and I'm going to run as much of it as I can. Now, yesterday I did actually go on a very, very successful 8 mile. One of the main factors that I took in to try and make this run as successful as possible was, after last week, not do a hilly route, because it was that hill, that big massive hill, that was my undoing. So I took myself off to town and I also decided that I wasn't going to film it and just fully focus on trying to run it and trying to run it at the pace which I'm planning to do the half marathon in, because every single run that I've done, apart from trying to give myself goals to have, like run 3 miles in under 30 minutes and then run my first 5k under 30 minutes, I've been running everything to feel. So I haven't run to a pace in a really, really long time. I picked a route I knew really well, so I wouldn't have to think about that. And I stuck an audio book on. Just set myself up with the best situation I possibly could to attempt to fully run 8 miles. And it worked. I did it. And it's the longest I've done in over a year. I did struggle at the end, I'm not gonna lie, but I did also feel really, really great for doing it. So my A goal pace for this marathon is 10:20 minute miles. That's a lot slower than any goal I've had in the past, and I fully expect this to be the slowest half marathon that I've ever done. The first half marathon I ever did was the Hereford Half, but it was the country edition. So lots of hills. I think I explained last week that they've changed it now. So you go through the city and kind of up and out onto a straight road and back on yourself. So even though it's a flatter course than Hereford's been before, I do fully expect it to be the slowest marathon I've ever done. So even with that 10:20 goal time, or something interesting, even with that time as my A goal, I'm not putting any sort of pressure on myself to achieve beyond what I think is possible, which is going to be my slowest time ever. It's a goal for like a new version of me, really. I've been building back up. So if I achieve it in that, which I think is about 2:20, 2 hours 20, I'll be really, really chuffed. The sun's just come out and now it's absolutely boiling. My B goal pace is 10:30. Now, after this run yesterday, getting to the 8 mile point, I could not imagine running another 5 miles. So essentially 55 minutes at that pace. I just didn't think that it was possible. The likelihood of me running a 10:30 pace probably is more likely, and I'm going to be proud of myself regardless of the time. But I do like to challenge myself, give myself something to really try towards and focus on, I guess, during the race, to give you a bit of an oomph at the moments when you don't feel like you're gonna be able to carry on. It's basically gonna be a see how it goes race, but for the meantime, I enjoy the sun and enjoy this walk. have done a couple of runs this week. On Tuesday I went for a tempo run, which was really good actually. There were moments when I felt really strong and my pace was like quite fast for how I've been going recently. And then on Wednesday I went for a slower run with this guy, just really enjoyable. Tried to keep the heart rate down, aimed for zone 2, but actually ended up sort of almost 50-50 in zone 2 and zone 3. It's dawning on me what I actually have to do on Sunday. But I keep reminding myself that I signed up to do it because I want to do it, and I signed up to do it because I'm gonna have a good time. And it's gonna be a big milestone, and I'm good with milestones. I'm good with like ticking off the next thing. I'm going to go on a run when I get home from work, so I'll take you along on that one. So it's absolutely beautiful morning, and Obie and I are just out on our walk. Basically got up, ate half a banana, did some housework, threw some clothes on and came outside. I didn't want to do a run today, but I thought I could do a brisk walk and that can be my last bit of exercise. I'm not expecting big things from tomorrow. The big thing I am expecting is just to get across the finish line and get a medal and tick off that next milestone. Brian keeps telling me I'll surprise myself, and I keep trying to be realistic and explain that the way I've done my training, trying to cram so much into the last sort of 3 weeks isn't the way to go. We'll just see. I'm nervous but looking forward to it, and I keep reminding myself that it's fine. Like, I don't need to get a time, I don't need to run the whole thing, I can just enjoy it. Next time I see you, I'll be getting ready. It's done. I did it. I can't really believe that I did it, but I did it. And I've just got to double check actually on my watch the time. 2:15:40 is my watch time. I'm pretty sure my chip time was slightly different. Yeah,
yeah, I ran my half marathon. It was great. Honestly, it was great. This morning I had the usual anxious feelings that the majority of us get. I was surprised by how anxious I started to feel as I was getting ready, and I just had some toast and a banana and just kind of geared myself up for the morning. Ryan's really good at getting me geared up. I got to the start line, I'd done a warm-up, and we started off, and I'd set a Pace Pro plan on my watch, and because I was aiming for somewhere between 2:10 and 2:20, so my first mile was supposed to be sort of 11 minutes, and like most people, I started off a bit faster than I had anticipated. I didn't make a terrible error by going off a little bit too fast. I didn't go off so fast that it impacted everything. And then from there, my splits were pretty equal, really. I mean, there's some variation, but I managed to keep quite a steady pace. The course is pretty flat. I mean, there was some up and downs, but nothing like the old course, which was extremely hilly. Also, the weather was perfect. It was overcast, it wasn't too warm. There was a breeze, which at some points proved quite challenging when you've got like a headwind. But for my first run back, my first race back, and my first half marathon in well over a year, I don't think it could have gone much better, to be honest with you. I think putting so little pressure on myself really helped. And the fact that I got to 15:30 whatever is great. It's my slowest ever half marathon, and I feel really proud of myself. One of the nicest parts was, because it was a local race, there were so many people from Running Club who I haven't seen for a while because I haven't gone back yet, and they were all faster than me. So at the point where you turn and head back on yourself, everyone coming back the other way, I was able to cheer on and give a good clap, and yeah, it was really great. So yeah, just a positive run, positive day. I feel really glad that this milestone has been achieved, and after like a week of rest, I'm looking forward to taking on the next challenge now. I've had some food. I've got loads of pasta for later and a beer because it's essential. So I'm going to shower now, sort of get myself sorted, and then not move for a little bit. Just hope and pray that tomorrow when I wake up for work, I don't ache all over. Thank you so much for joining me on this week. Thanks so much for words of encouragement. But let me know what you're training for. Let me know if you've done a race recently. Take care, and I'll see you guys really soon.